Cowboy Carter is coming. Yes, yes! Get into it, get into it.
Ouch, oosh, ouch.
And you limping like a dog trying to get back.
I don't know if I can have my cheeks out.
This is a look, hunty.
Y'all know I love a statement
Peace.
dress version in stock. If you really want to give it to them, okay? You really want to take it there, honey? Like this is me in a cowboy hat.
A little extra, a little bedazzle, something like this. We are not too fond of the American flag for obvious reasons.
Clock it. It is so simple, so cute. This nice red suede. What city are you gonna be in, honey? I got plans. I'm gonna have to role play in these things. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Shay Nicole and I love creating videos to help elevate your confidence in style and self-care while also dropping gems for my current and aspiring content creators. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's get into it, honey, because Cowboy Carter is coming. We are less than a week. Well, by the time you see this, it might have already started, I don't know. But I'm less than a week from when the tour begins and I am so hype, y'all. I have been to multiple Beyoncé tours, okay? It's no secret that I'm one of her biggest fans. I'm not like the psycho beehive where they just be doing too much online. Like I'm never gonna argue with nobody on the internet. It's never that serious, but I'm a true fan. I've been this way since the no days, okay? The old school Destiny Child, all right? Throw it back to the 90s, okay? But now that I'm a grown woman, I'm a mom, a boss, a wife, I have all these things going on in my life, I still listen to Beyonce to this day because I feel like her music just resonates with me. I look up to her. I love how she's just this powerhouse. It's so inspiring, so motivating, and I'm excited for this tour, okay? Now, out of all the tours I've been on, to see her, by far, Renaissance has been my favorite. I mean, it goes without saying, like I can't even explain it. And I don't know, Renaissance, that album just really did something for me. It was at a time where I was really focusing on building my brand and it was like the soundtrack to my life for like 2 years straight. And it really still is. Like I still work out to it to this day from start to finish. I thought about how hard I went for my Renaissance outfit. If you know, you know. Honey, let me tell you, I put a lot of thoughts and intention and work into my Renaissance look. I got this metallic bodysuit from overseas. Like I was not playing, y'all. Like I really went hard. And for Cowboy Carter though, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna get a whole custom fit down. Like it's not that serious to me because although I do love the Cowboy Carter album, Renaissance just, I don't know, it resonated with me a little bit more. And also, and more importantly, I have learned my lesson about the type of shoes I need to wear to a concert, okay? You can't just be walking up in there with any kind of shoes on if you planned on standing up. And it's a Beyonce concert, honey. We're gonna be standing and dancing the whole night. So the boots that I wore the night of Renaissance, they were actually comfortable, but they were not a pointed toe. They were a round toe boot. And when it comes to a cowboy boot, honey, you're gonna have to have a little bit of a pointed toe. I mean, I have seen some cowboy boots with a square, but I'm focusing on how can I make sure that I am cute but comfortable. And I'm going to see her in LA. I've already seen her twice in Houston, so I feel like I've gotten my good dose of seeing her in her hometown. So today's style inspo will have a lot of different boots that I have tried on, and I'm gonna give you some other tips on how to be comfortable, you know, because a cowboy boot isn't always the most comfortable, especially if it's a narrow toe. And I recently went to the rodeo here in Houston and I had a little cute outfit on, and I thought about, could I wear those boots to the concert? Absolutely not. That's because I didn't do my due diligence of prepping the boots, which we're gonna talk about later. But I already have my little taste of a rodeo fit. I had a great time, great evening. Shout out to Houston Rodeo. But it got me to thinking, okay, what is the look, what is the vibe that I want to give for Cowboy Carter? And I still have a little bit of time to go. I mean, I have a week, I have a couple of outfits in mind, but I'm still brainstorming. But as for you all, unless you're going to the first show like I am in LA, you might have some time to still pull your look together. So I'm gonna focus on showing you different pieces and not necessarily like a full outfit. I have a couple of full outfits to show you, but just statement things that I've seen and picked up along the way, just to give you a visual of things that you can pull together for your Cowboy Carter look. And also I want to make the point that it is okay if you are not gonna do like a whole custom crazy fit. Honey, if you're gonna go get your fit on Amazon or do a DIY, do that. Like, don't get so caught up in what you see everybody and their mama doing online. I know for Renaissance, people were going hard. I'm one of them. I went super hard. But for this particular concert and the fact that I'm traveling, I'm going out of town, I'm treating it as like a girls' weekend, I personally don't want to invest a lot of my time in doing like a DIY thing or anything really custom. Like I honestly just want to be comfortable. I feel like Cowboy Carter gives me just laid back with my homegirl vibes. I'm still gonna be cute, okay? We're still gonna be serving a look, but I'm not gonna go as hard as I did for Renaissance, and I want you to do whatever works best for you. You show up for the queen and what you see fit and what you see is best, honey, because the bottom line is we are here to party. We're gonna dance all night. We are going to have a fabulous time. So without further ado, first I want to talk about the rodeo outfit that I wore in Houston. So believe it or not, I got this really cute pink fringe jacket from Amazon, okay? I know some of y'all are boycotting right now. Listen, I've already been boycotting Target and a couple of other brands, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give up Amazon yet. Don't come for me, I'm sorry. Baby steps, y'all, baby steps. So honey, if you are still shopping on Amazon, you can grab her. Of course, in case you're new here, everything is linked in my LTK per usual. I always create a product set showing everything from my blog, and you can scan the QR code on the screen, or you can just scroll to the bottom of the video. If you don't have like a second device to scan it, scroll to the bottom of this video and all the links are there. Now about this jacket, I absolutely loved it because it was a soft jacket, and for me, that's what I needed that night I went to the Houston rodeo, because I didn't know how the weather was gonna be. You know, if you live in Texas or anywhere where it's humid, it can be scorching hot in the daytime, and then honey, once the breeze kicks in at night, now you're cold and you need a jacket. So I wanted this to kind of just throw over my shoulders casually, almost like a cardigan, but like not that soft. But as you can see here, it's not like a structured hard jacket like a lot of cowboy jackets. This material was soft and I was able to kind of just throw it over my shoulders and drape it around. So that way, if I wanted to put it on later on in the evening, if I got cold, I could, but it wasn't hard for me to just wear. I felt like a jacket like this was very practical. When I go to events, you know, like concerts or wherever, the rodeo, I think about the practicality of my fit and how I'm gonna be moving, like what is the motion gonna be like, you know, especially if I'm gonna be making a video, making some content. And I knew that a soft jacket like this was definitely gonna have some good movement. A lot of times when you have like a harder, like a leather jacket, a faux leather jacket, it doesn't move as much as like a soft one would. So that's just something to consider if you're gonna be taking videos or making your content. You wanna think about how your outfit is going to move. And for me, this was perfect. It has the fringe on the back, which is so cute. I love the pink, it's like a mauve pink, like a salmon pink, and then it also has the fringe on the front. It's a great price, all right, for the style, and this is something that you can wear again. That's another thing I thought about. Like, I have enough faux leather and leather jackets, so I didn't want to invest in another one. And also, when I think about a temperature wise, again, if I had a leather jacket at the rodeo, or if you're gonna do a leather jacket with the fringe and stuff at the Cowboy Carter tour, you know, 9 times out of 10 you're probably going at a later show, like in the summertime, so you're not gonna really want to wear a leather jacket in the summertime, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is a really good option because it's very lightweight. You still get that cowgirl, cowboy aesthetic with the fringe. It does come in a bunch of different colors. If you're last minute like me, you know, you can get it on Prime, it'll come quick, and it's repurposeful, meaning that you can wear this again and again with other outfits. Now, when I wore that to the Houston rodeo, I got the top from Amazon, the shorts from Amazon. I really was last minute, y'all, because I got invited like 2 days before the show. So I was like, oh, let me throw an outfit together. So the whole outfit came from Amazon, including this hat, and it was a hit, okay? This is a good quality cowboy hat. I love here how you have the silver hardware design around the hat. And is this removable? Let me see. I think it's removable. Oh no, it's not. It doesn't seem like you can take this off, but I wouldn't take it off anyway, honey. I really like this. Let me see if I can put it on again. My wig is kind of, my wig is kind of big, so I can't really push it all the way down, but yes, yes. Listen, I'm so excited. Like, I cannot wait for this tour. It's something about a good cowgirl hat, cowboy hat, honey. It's something about it that just gives. And I really love how the brim is curved. This is it, and it's such a good reasonable price. Again, I did get it on Amazon, and I believe they had it in different colors, but this black one eats down, honey. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know in the comments how you feel. Should I just keep this on? I'm gonna keep this on while I talk a little bit more. All right, so the boots that I wore to the Houston rodeo with that outfit, 0 out of 10 recommend, okay? I would not do that again. However, these are an alternative option. For those of you who are really into color block like me, honey, I love a good color block outfit. This has the black, the cream. I love the black toe on this, and I love the snakeskin. Get into it, get into it. And these come up a little bit above the calf, like right below the knee. So on me, I'm 5'6", just to give you a point of reference. So I really love how these look on. Now, I've worn them a couple of times. Recently, I went to the movies and I wore them with this oversized shirt dress. They were so cute and they were comfortable. up until I would say like the last hour of us being out, because we made another stop afterwards, and I was like, oh, okay, I should have prepared them. And when I say prepare them, you need to, if you're a wide foot baddie like me, okay, because I am a part of the WFBA, the Wide Foot Baddie Association, okay, I am the president and CEO. Let me know if you want to join, drop a comment, because I have to prepare my shoes, honey. I just can't be putting my foot in no ponytail boot and just walking out the house. No, it does not work like that for me. I have to prepare my shoes. I am a wide foot baddie. And these, I did not prepare them before I left. That was on me. That was my mistake. But I don't want you to make that same mistake that I did. So let me put you on game. Okay, girl, this is your sign to invest in some shoe stretchers, all right? I will link these as well. I got them from Amazon. I have about 3 pair of these because sometimes I'm going on a trip and I just did some shopping and I need to stretch multiple pairs of shoes at the same time. These are your best friends. Even if you're not a wide foot baddie like I am, these still come in handy because, honey, the way a lot of these shoes are made, they're just super narrow for no reason. Like, as we walk around, especially if we're gonna be dancing and doing the most, standing up, shaking hands, kissing babies, your foot is gonna spread a little bit, okay? Your foot is gonna get a little hot. So you need to stretch your shoes, okay? Stretch them, stretch them, stretch them, please. Do not end up walking back to the car,
Ouch, oosh, ouch.
And you limping like a dog trying to get back.
don't let that be you. Please make sure that you are stretching your shoes. All you have to do, I'm gonna demonstrate. Let me take my boot shapers out. These boot shapers are so bomb, especially if you wanna put your shoes on display like I do in my office. I just put them in, pop them in just like this. And if the boot is taller, like a thigh high, matter of fact, I have some thigh high boots I'm gonna show you. I just stack one on top of the other. So these are really good. They come in different sizes. I think this might be the tallest one though. But anyway, all you have to do is take your shoe stretcher, right? Well, first let me close it because this one is open. So you close it by just turning it. You'll be able to tell if it's open or closed by looking at this part. This is open. So you're gonna close it back up by just turning this, okay? And once it's closed up, it looks like this. You're going to slip it down into the boot. And you can do this with boots, high heels, your flats, literally anything that goes across your toe, you can use this for. Even if it's like an open toe shoe, I still be using it. And you can't really see, but it's inside. Hold on, let me open the side so you can see. You see how it drops in there like that? It slides into the bottom of your boot, so it will take up the shape of the shoe. And if it was a pair of heels, it would do the same thing, but you would be able to see it. So once you know that it's in there, make sure it's nice and snug. You're gonna like push it down. Let me show you. Again, you're gonna take this and push it, and then go like this just to make sure it's right there at the toe, okay? Push it as much as you can. You heard that click? That's this back part. What I did was I slid this back part down here. I slid it to like lock it in. So that helps it not to move, okay? So once you know that the toe is in the bottom of the shoe, and it's easier to see, like I said, if it was a regular shoe, but because it's a boot, you just wanna make sure you feel for it. Press this down and like put it in the back to lock it in so it'll stand up. And then from there, you're gonna take that hook at the top and you're gonna start twisting it to opening up the toe. And right now, you can't see it, I'm literally just twisting it. So let me show you what I'm doing here. So if this was the boot, right? Like it was inside the boot, I would start twisting it like this to open it up so it would go like this. And remember how I closed it before I put it inside the boot? It was closed, but as you twist it and crank it, it opens up to make the toe box of your shoe wider. And I am telling you, I have been doing this for years. It is my secret weapon to being able to stand and walk and dance, and hopefully you don't have to run, but if you gotta run, honey, you're gonna be good all night long. Now you may be wondering, how long do you need to keep the shoe stretchers in? I try to do it for about 48 hours, just let it sit. Now, some people have this hack that I've seen where they'll spray their shoe. I think they spray it with water and then like put it in the freezer or something, or put it in the freezer first and then, I don't know, I forgot, I gotta look it up. I saw it on TikTok. And then I've seen another one where you put the shoe stretcher in and then you take a blow dryer and you heat it up. Or I think you're actually supposed to heat it up before you put the shoe stretcher in to make the leather a little softer, and then put it in, crank it open, and let it sit like that overnight or for 2 nights. But hey, whatever your personal preference is, I guess it depends on how wide your foot is. Honey, I got a wide foot, so I'm gonna leave it in for 2 days. Now, y'all, I didn't forgot to talk about the top that I have on right now.
This is a look, hunty.
When I saw it, I had to have it. Y'all know me. Y'all know I love a statement.
Peace. Like,
who thought of this? Why would they do this? How? The front of the jeans just stack like this. this is everything, okay? And right now, I think they have this one as well as a dress version in stock. I'm gonna make sure I link both for you on my OTK. Honey, the mini denim dress stacked like this, what? I'm not gonna lie, like I have this one, like the long top that goes asymmetrical, but I'm thinking I might have to go back and get the mini dress. I might have to, because I can picture styling that with a good pair of boots, honey, and that would be a really good look for you all that do like this style. This one is giving, okay, definitely giving. Could do this with like some cute jean shorts or even the jean hot pants if you really want to give it to them, okay? If you really want to take it there, honey, just let me know. Let me know where you at, what you thinking. Because we could do a hot pant, we can, with the little cheeks out. Okay, no, I can't. I don't know if I can have my cheeks out, but listen, for the girlies who don't mind.
Wait a damn minute.
I'm just saying, I'm not mad at you. You could definitely style this top, okay? Because it does come down long. It's gonna cover a little bit of your butt. Not your whole butt though, so you can have a little peekaboo moment, all right? Have some denim hot pants, and you could also do the tights. You ever been to Hooters? We always call them Hooters girl tights or pageant tights. You could do some flesh tone tights with this, and the hot pants if you don't wanna have like your bare cheek out, you know, just to give a little more class, okay? And not show as much ass. But yes, I'm envisioning that with some really cute cowboy boots, a cowboy hat, and just call it a day. Like, I feel like for this tour, you don't need too much. I feel like less is more, honestly, especially because it's gonna be summertime, honey. You're gonna be hot. And whether you're dancing or sitting down, standing up, you wanna be comfortable. So this is definitely a statement piece. I look forward to wearing this. If I don't wear it in LA, I'm definitely gonna wear it somewhere else, honey. I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this. And in case you're wondering, it does have some stretch to it. I can kind of show you here. It's not like that stiff denim. So if you are worried about like, are you gonna be able to zip it up or get it over your girls, you definitely can. It has some stretch. Not like a bodycon stretch, but it's like, imagine if you were wearing some stretchy denim jeans. That's definitely a good way to describe the fit. Now, since I'm clearly keeping this hat on for the rest of the vlog, honey, I wanted to get into another hat that I think you're gonna love. Feast your eyes on her. This is drama. Okay, I feel like this is me in a cowboy hat. The only reason I'm not gonna put this one on is because I have on makeup on my forehead right now and I haven't prepared it. Like, for me to wear this, I would have to put some type of lining, maybe tape a little piece of cloth or something, you know, in the front. And that's another hack I have for you. If you know you're gonna wear your cowboy hat, you can do one of two things. Either you can just not put makeup from here up, like your forehead can just be bare, or if you want a full face, because maybe you're gonna take the hat off later, or you just wanna make sure you have a complete look, you can always put a little bit of fabric, like cut a piece of fabric and put it at the top of the hat and kind of line it right here. Or if you don't care, you know, YOLO, you can get some makeup remover and clean the makeup off yourself later. But you know, it's just a personal preference thing. For me personally, with a white hat, I would most definitely prepare it by putting a little piece of cloth right here. Now on TikTok, the girlies were doing tape, but I sweat a lot and I feel like a piece of plastic is just gonna make me sweat more. So that's just my 2 cents. But girl, get into this drama. I absolutely love this hat. First of all, a white hat is so Cowboy Carter, all right? That's one thing Beyonce ain't gonna do, honey. She gonna pull out an all white look. And I love how it has this chain here going around. It is definitely like a bedazzled belt. If you look close, it has like a little buckle right here. Love that. And I think about like my pictures and videos, how this would hit the light. I think about the small things when I'm putting together a look. This is so cute, and it's a minimal way that you could really elevate your look, especially if you're gonna go for like a denim on denim. Hey, denim on denim on denim. If you're gonna do a denim on denim look, maybe some denim jeans or denim pair of shorts and denim top or denim jacket, this is a good way to make your outfit pop without having to do too much. Because again, y'all, we are going for cute but comfortable, okay? And then it has these 2 pieces here. To me, it kind of reminds me of my husband if his do-rag was hanging down. These 2 pieces on the side, but I really love this. It's like that chain material here. I am obsessed with this hat. I could picture Beyonce wearing this right now. There's this one picture of her that I love where she has on this all white look. Well, it's kind of like a frosted white, light gray look. Oh, that's what this hat reminds me of so bad, y'all. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to wear this now in LA. I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I had another outfit in mind, but I don't know. I might have to switch it up. But either way, this is in stock right now, so if you're looking for a statement hat for the concert, you might want to grab this. Now, speaking of denim, because I think that's another easy way that you can put together a look with minimal effort, all right, and a minimal budget. If you're gonna go for a good pair of jeans or jean shorts, I think they should be
A little extra, a little bedazzled, something like this.
I absolutely love these jeans so much. I love how stylish they are, but also comfortable because they are wide leg. They do give you a little bit of room. Again, we're gonna be dancing all night, girl. And when I think about a cowboy look, cowgirl aesthetic, you know, yes, you could go with the skinny jeans, but I think a good wide leg pair, baggy pair will do you justice more than like a slim pair of jeans. That's just my opinion. Now, of course, either way, you can't go wrong. It's really about personal preference, but jeans like this to me are gonna give you that comfortable but cute cowboy-esque look that you're going for. And this is the front of the jeans, okay? So the design goes all the way down, and it's like that all the way down in the back. So again, when you talk about statement, when you talk about making sure that you're showing up and you're popping out, but you're not doing too much to the point where you're not comfortable, jeans like this are gonna get the job done. I would do this with like a cute denim bralette, okay? Follow me, follow me. Maybe a white cowboy hat, and if not white, you could definitely complete your look with a full denim head to toe. You could find you a good denim cowboy hat, the denim bralette, these, and you might be able to get away with not even wearing cowboy boots if you don't really want to. Again, I know that's obviously the aesthetic that most people are gonna wanna go for, but for someone who may be a wide foot baddie like myself and maybe stretching your boots wasn't an option, or you stretch them but you still don't feel comfortable, whatever the case may be, if you want to wear sneakers or just wear a different type of shoe, I think a good wide leg, loose fitting, fancy pair of jeans like this will help you to get away with still having that cowgirl, cowboy aesthetic, but instead of head to toe, it'll be like head to ankle, and it won't be as noticeable that you don't have on cowboy boots. And you could also do really cute jeans like this with like a white bodysuit, just to kind of play on the lace and the pearls here, just to make it pop a little bit more, or like a white crop top bralette, and you can do a white crop jacket with some fringe, you know, be a little bit extra. Don't be afraid to mix your patterns. I know this is a lot going on with the lace and the pearls and the sequins, but honey, it is okay to go all out, okay? It is Beyonce. There's gonna be no rules to this concert. Okay, girl, so we talked about doing a denim on denim, which is gonna be an easy fit to do, but what if you wanna do a pop of color? Now, the first color I think about when it comes to like Western, cowboy, obviously it's brown, and I think that's just gonna be a go-to for so many people, especially when it comes to like a brown cowboy hat, cowboy boots. But what about red? Did you stop and think about red? Did that come to mind? Let me know in the comments. Did red pop in your mind when I said color? For me, it did, because when I think about her tour, the album, I immediately think of the American flag, red, white, and blue. Now, it's controversial, okay? Because most of us, all right,
We are not too fond of the American flag for obvious reasons, all right? If you know, you know, clock it.
But for Beyonce, and if you have looked into the meaning, she loves a good hidden meaning. She loves to make us think. For this particular album, especially with the American flag waving, and if you know the story of how black folks were the original cowboys, okay, clock it. I believe that she is taking the power back by showcasing this flag and showcasing the red, white, and blue colors. Like basically taking back what was stolen from us. You know what I'm saying? So I am not against a red, white, and blue fit. Not on me, because I don't know, I just I still have a little bit of reservations myself with those colors, honey. I don't even celebrate 4th of July. That's just me, baby. I'm celebrating Juneteenth down, honey. That's just me. But if you don't mind stepping out in red, white, and blue, do you. And let me show you how you can do it. Now, you may have already seen me in this. You may remember I do have it in brown. Speaking of brown, I wear it all the time, honey. I've dressed it up, dressed it down. It's one of my favorite tops. It is a dupe of, I can't remember the brand, but oh my gosh. I can't remember, but you know the brand that always has the circle stuff. They have like the denim, the skirts and the tops, and it's slipping my mind right now, but it is a dupe of that. I absolutely love it. Again, I've worn it in brown a bunch of times. I can't wait to wear this one. I'm not gonna wear it with blue, but for the theme of the concert, yes, this will be perfect with a good pair of jean shorts. I got a pair right here, all right? You could do a light pair, or if you really wanna mimic the American flag, you can do like a darker denim blue. This red top, and then some white boots or a white hat. Yes, miss ma'am, you are going to kill it, honey. And I really love how dramatic this top is. Think about the motion, y'all. Remember, we are going to be giving looks. We're gonna be serving, being very dramatic with our content as we walk, we take pictures, make our videos. You want something that's gonna do some talking. So if you have like a red fringe jacket or a red fringe top, that would be fire as well. It will give the same effect. But just picture it as you're walking, boom, boom. Look at that, look at that, it's moving. I love outfits that have motion. Again, it's about the dramatics for me. This is definitely something that would make Beyonce proud, okay? Because you know she's very intentional with her looks. So this is very long, just to give you a reference. It is gonna come all the way down past your knees. Well, depending on how tall you are, but I'm assuming it will come past your knees. It goes all the way down my legs, and then it has a zipper in the back. It is stretchy, all right? And it does have the halter tie at the top, so you can adjust it as you need to. But baby, this is definitely going to be serving a look. Again, you can do a full red, white, and blue moment with this, or If you don't want to do that, you can maybe just do like the red and white. I'm also picturing like maybe with like a white bandana, depending on how your hair is. I mean, you could just do a lot with this. And this is a shirt that you can wear again. Remember, when you are shopping, you want to think about the future. Of course, you can buy things and just wear it once, because Lord knows I'm probably never gonna wear that metallic bodysuit that I wore to the Renaissance concert again. I feel like that was a one and done thing. I mean, maybe, who knows, but I don't have any plans on wearing it again. But for me, you know, Renaissance just had a special place in my heart, so I didn't mind. But honey, if you're like me and you're just going just to have a good time, you're not really going to like, you know, make a huge statement where it's something that's gonna be framed later, you know, you're not like looking into your outfit that deep, because that's how I was looking at Renaissance, honey. I would frame that whole outfit. I think a simple cute top like this with some jean shorts, or maybe some long jeans, some wide leg jeans, some barrel jeans. Y'all know I love a good barrel jean. That is gonna get the job done. And you also don't have to do a cowboy hat with this. Again, I feel like the shirt is already doing a lot. It's very dramatic. You could definitely do just like a cute bandana. Maybe you can do like the American flag bandana. Again, if that is your vibe, I'm not against it, honey. It's going with the theme. We love a good theme. But the point is, you can repurpose and wear this again. It's not a one and done top. I personally look forward to wearing this on my next vacation. Maybe a little all red moment with a red lip, but let me get back on track. I just remembered I did have the brown when I went to grab it, y'all. If this is in stock, I'll make sure I tag it because it does come in brown. The last time I checked, it was out of stock, but I'll double check for you again. Again, this top is going to serve a look. If you don't want to do that bright pop of red, there's nothing wrong with doing traditional brown, because that's most definitely a part of the Western theme. Okay, Miss Mamas, now let's say you want to do a little pop of color, but you don't want it to come from your outfit, like you're gonna do denim on denim or the white or the red, whatever. You can do a pop of color with your purse. Now remember, you cannot be walking up into these stadiums with a giant bag. Please make sure that you double check your ticket and see if there's anything on it that has a bag restriction. 9 times out of 10, because Beyonce has to perform at these huge stadiums to hold all of her fans, it's gonna be a bag restriction. Now, when I went to Renaissance 2 years ago, the bag restriction was around, I think 4 by 6 inches. And it definitely had to be clear. And if it wasn't clear, it had to be real tiny. So I would suggest, because you don't want to get to the front of the line, honey, and you go to let them people scan your ticket and they tell you got to go back to the car, or they try to throw your stuff away, honey. You do not want that to happen, because I saw a lot of people not wanting to go all the way back to the car, or if they Ubered, oh my God, they had to throw it away. That sucks. Now, I have seen stadiums that have lockers now, which is so good. Like, why can't all stadiums do that? Yes, please give me a locker. Like, I don't want to have a little purse. I don't want to have a clear purse. I want to be able to carry my regular bag. Give me a little locker, give me a little key, make sure my stuff is safe, and come on. But obviously that's not going to be the case for most stadiums. So if you're attending the concert and you're not sure, please go to the website of the venue and double check for their bag restriction, because I'm sure, like, I'm 99.999% sure they're gonna have one. But anyways, I wanted to introduce the idea of adding a pop of color with a mini bag, y'all. This is so cute, because again, you're probably gonna have pockets, especially if you're doing something denim. You're gonna have jeans or shorts, or, you know, even if you're not, you're probably gonna have your phone in your hand anyway. So having a little small purse like this can get the job done for you, especially if you want a little pop of color, but you're not really sure how to add it to your outfit. This is so clutch, honey. No pun intended, because it's a little clutch. I love how it has the chain here, so you can wear it crossbody, or if you just want to carry it like this. And it's just big enough for you to put, you know, your license, maybe a debit or credit card, and then a little lip gloss. You know, you don't need too much for a concert. Well, I personally don't need. Maybe a little bit of hand sanitizer, but when you're going to a show like this, the point is to live in the moment. Of course, you want to be on your phone and take your videos and pictures, but you really don't need too much. And if you do, then honey, just try to utilize your pockets. Unless you're like me, like I don't put anything in my pockets. I have a fear of losing things. But if you don't mind, honey, just use your pockets for the bigger stuff and carry a small bag like this. Let me give you a close-up. This is so adorable. I love this pop of red, and I can most definitely see me wearing this with an all denim look, or maybe the white and blue, and this will be my pop of red for the red, white, and blue if I wanted to do that. It is so simple, so cute, but it just makes more of a statement than a little ugly clear your bag, okay? You can also think about doing like a fanny pack if you really want to be hands-free. You don't want to wear anything cross-body, like how this chain goes across or like this. You just want to be completely free to do your thing. Get like a really cute fanny pack, or even one of those like cute utility belts. That definitely goes with the Cowboy Carter theme. I'll be sure to link some of those utility belt options in my LTK for you as well, just to browse. But I'm just trying to open up your mind to ways that you can be comfortable, still be responsible because you have somewhere to put your items. But again, you want to be hands-free as much as possible because we are going to be dancing and having a good old time. And I don't want you to have to worry about, oh, where's my purse? Where's my bag? Do I put it on the floor? Is somebody behind me gonna take it? No, you wanna make sure that you are just carefree for the evening, and having a little purse like this, or maybe a fanny pack or utility belt, that is gonna get the job done, and you'll still be able to serve a look. Because remember, yes, we wanna be cute and comfortable, but we also wanna be stylish. Okay, now for this next piece, I had to use a style board just to give you a vision, because this isn't something that I have personally, but one of my homegirls asked me to style her. She's going to the concert the month after me, so I told her, yes girl, I'll help you out. We got plenty of time to get your fit together. So for context, anytime one of my friends asks me to style them, I always send them like a board I made in Canva, just to give them an idea of how I want the look to come together, and then they'll tell me, okay, I like this, I don't like this, let's move that. But normally they don't have any pushback, they just trust my judgment, and that's exactly what happened when I sent my friend this look. So first things first, I asked her, you know, what is the look that you're going for? Do you want, you know, to be on the denim side? Do you want some like chaps and like leather, suede? You know, what are we feeling? What are we feeling? And she told me to take complete creative control, and I was like, oh, girl, don't tell me that, because I'm gonna do what I want, you know? So I envisioned her wearing this really cute top, this white, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't really know what it's called, but it's like a white turtleneck kind of sleeve thing over a white bathing suit top, or a bralette, okay, with some denim hot pants and some brown cowboy boots. Now, I've been on a hunt to find her some tall ones, like the ones I'm about to show you next, but I haven't found any yet that are in her size, but I'm gonna keep looking. But that's my vision for her, and then if I can't find it with the brown, then we would do a different route, probably red, which I have another pair of red boots I'm gonna show you as well. So I think this look is so adorable. You can do it with the bandana, or you could do it with a cowboy hat. Either one works. So I wanted to show you that because I styled that for her, but I was like, maybe one of my good girls from YouTube would also want to see this outfit. So I'm gonna make sure I start showing y'all all the outfits I put together for my friends, because honey, I am definitely like their personal stylist. They call me for all kind of things, honey. I be styling them for weddings and baby showers, vacations, bachelorette parties, you name it, I be styling my girls. So with that top that I just showed you, if I can't find my friend the brown boots, I'm thinking that she can do a red boot. Now get into these, honey, look at the details. Girl, do you see this? It's like kind of like flames going up. I absolutely love these. I love the length on them, and I also love the texture change between this nice red suede to this brown heel. Oh my gosh, y'all, like just the wood and the suede together. This is such a beautiful boot. We have some details on the front here. Get into it, get into it. And these are definitely gonna be more comfortable in my experience from wearing boots. When you have like a leather boot, sometimes it can take a while. Like I said, I have to stretch mine for a whole 48 hours, but these can be stretched super easy because they're suede. And I like suede boots because as you wear them over time, it naturally will just take the form of your foot and it'll open up a little bit more. Again, I'm president of the WFBA, the Wide Foot Baddie Association. I have to think about these things when I'm wearing boots. So these will definitely be a yes for me. They're gonna go so well with that top I just showed you and the denim shorts or denim hot pants for my friend. So that's just an option for those of you who are looking and you want a splash of color. Clearly red, white, and blue is the theme, honey. Like, I'm talking all that trash about the American flag and I keep showing you those options, but I just had to show you. Let me show you the other ones too. These are just a hit. Oh my goodness. And I love the top, how they had that traditional Western feel here. Girl, ah! Now, I'm thinking that even though I might not wear red, white, and blue to the concert, I still want to give, you know, Cowboy Carter realness probably the whole time I'm in LA, because I am making it like a girls trip with two of my close friends. So since we'll be there for 4 days, I'm like, okay, I don't have to only do my cowgirl aesthetic just for the concert. I can most definitely pull out a couple of denim on denim looks, or, you know, maybe a red, white, and blue, or at least a red and white, or white and blue, or red and blue. I don't know, we'll see. But I could definitely do a couple of looks maybe when we go out to dinner. I know we're gonna do like a little lounge, and we're also planning on having like a beach day depending on the weather. So I just feel like the whole trip theme while I'm out there might be centered around Cowboy Carter, but we're gonna see. Now let's get into these thigh-high boots, honey. These are most definitely a statement. They currently come in black and brown. They're so tall I gotta back up and show you. Girl, get
get into it.
Now, I definitely envision somebody, maybe one of y'all, doing like a black cowgirl aesthetic, okay? With all faux leather, head to toe. I can most definitely see you in these with some black hot pants and maybe a little holster belt, you know? Remember I said earlier you could do like a fanny pack or a holster utility belt? Oh yes, with like the leather chaps, maybe like a leather bralette. Of course, it doesn't have to be real leather. You can just do faux leather. Honey, that would be serving a look, and a look on a budget, because if you had to do like real authentic cowboy leather, that's gonna be really expensive. So clearly faux leather is the way to go. Now, this is gonna depend on what time of year you are going to the Cowboy Carter show and what state you're in. You know, what city are you gonna be in, honey? Because if you're gonna be somewhere like LA, then that's different. It definitely gets cold at night. You know, you're closer to like the desert. But if you're gonna be in, I don't know, like Atlanta when it's super hot and like, is she coming to Atlanta? I forgot, I gotta go back and look. I think she has a stop in Atlanta. I know she has a stop in Chicago. She has a stop in Houston. So definitely not Houston, honey. Don't be pulling up in your all pleather in Houston in the middle of the summer. You're gonna sweat and pass out. They're gonna have to call the ambulance, all right? Be careful. But if you're going to see her in Vegas, you know, somewhere where it gets cool at night, remember the desert, it definitely is gonna cool down at nighttime. You could probably pull off a good pleather look. And I used to have these in brown, but I sold them already. But I'll make sure if they're still in stock, I link them. Last time I checked they were, but by the time you see this, I don't know. But either way, I'm still gonna link it and you can double check. And remember, in case you are new to LTK, if you see something that is sold out or you see something that is a little bit higher price out of your budget and you're not ready to buy it, if you double tap the heart, all right, tap the heart on the product, it will then save to your app and you will get a price drop notification, and you'll also get a restock notification. So let's say you really love these boots, all right, and you want them in brown, but they are no longer in stock, tap the heart on the product on my LTK, and when they come back in stock, which I know they will because all stuff be coming back in stock these days, you will get a notification via email and in your app, okay? And you have to have the LTK app downloaded. Make sure you download it and follow me there. But girl, these are a hit, and I love the fact that not only are they tall thigh highs, but the bottom gives you a little slight heel, not too much though, not too much, but just a slight heel, just to give you a little bit of height, but you're gonna be comfortable because, honey, the girls who are gonna pull up to Cowboy Carter in them stiletto cowboy boots, honey, they are God's strongest soldiers, because I'm just not gonna do that. I can't be limping back to the Uber. I just can't do it. I need to be cute, I need to be sexy, but I need to be comfortable. And these will definitely get the job done. Now, who remembers when I wore those red thigh-high boots during New York Fashion Week? Do you remember? Honey, that was a look. I love them boots down. Come to find out, they got them in white. Girl, they done made these things in white. This is what Cowboy Carter dreams are made of. A white thigh-high old nasty boot. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If there was ever a time for you to bust out a white thigh-high, it's gotta be this tour. Because why else would you wear it? Where are you going, huh? Where are you going? Where are you going? Now, I do believe you can wear what you want at any time, year round, but baby, this is just perfect for this particular theme, okay? I absolutely love when I wore these in red, and when I saw them in white, I was like, oh, they just have my name on them. Girl, they're just so long, and I love how they come up higher on the thigh. Let me show you. So you see here how it curves? It curves up like this, you see that? This is your inner thigh, all right? This is your inner thigh, so you get that nice curve going up, all right? This is your outer thigh, and that gives sexy cowgirl, honey. I don't know what to tell you. You might have to get the boots just because. You might have to. I got plans for these boots. Even after the tour weekend, honey, I got plans. I'm gonna have to role play in these things. Okay, yes ma'am, might have to. Now, one of my favorite details on the boot, besides the length and besides the structure of how it comes up higher on the thigh, I really love the steel toe right here. Get into that detail. You see that? You see the silver steel toe? This is so cute. Little details like this make a big difference to me, especially when I think about wearing a hat like this where I have the silver hardware here, and then to match that, having a little bit of the silver hardware on the boot with the black bottom. I am obsessed with details like this. You just can't go wrong. And there's so many ways that you can style these boots. Obviously, like I said earlier, if you wanted to do some denim hot pants with a red top, Lord, not me knocking myself out with them. These some heavy duty boots, child. But yeah, some denim hot pants with like the red fringe jacket and the white crop top or the white bralette with the white boots, or you can even do a full red on red look with the white pants and then maybe a denim cowboy hat or a denim or a blue bandana. I mean, there's so many ways you could wear these white boots. You can also just do an all white look, honey. Beyonce did it. We love that. We love that when she did it. Don't be afraid to step outside the box, especially if you're going in the summertime. I wear white all year round, but I feel like summertime is like my favorite time to wear all white. Yes, honey, these boots are most definitely a statement. And if you don't want to wear white boots that are super tall like this, but you're interested in a white boot, I also saw these online. I didn't order them yet, okay? I still got a little bit of time. I have to overnight them. But these white boots with the fringe and like these little turquoise and bronze pieces on the side, I thought they were so fabulous. Definitely giving Western with the hardware like that. And of course, because they're fringe, think about your movement. Think about as you're walking in, boom, boom, as you're dancing, the fringe is swinging. These are the things that Cowboy Carter dreams are made of. I think that these would be an awesome option for a white boot if you don't want to do the full thigh high. And of course, I'm gonna link these and also the ones with the fringe that I just showed you. I'm linking everything for you on my LTK. Now, another option, if you do want to wear a white boot and you don't want to do like the traditional cowboy, I really like these. Let me show you. Let me open them up. You know the Da Vinci shark boots that Lotto said that we didn't wear out, child? I don't care what she say, honey. If I invest in some shark boots, I'm gonna wear them, okay? But I love that style. I think that they're just so cute. I think that they are flattering on any type of leg because, you know, some boots don't look good depending on if you have a slim leg or a thick leg, you're a curvy girl. Some boots just don't do it, but when it comes to the shark boot style, I think they look good on anyone. So this would be another good option for those of you who don't want to do the traditional cowboy or cowgirl look. Something that's comfortable because this is not an actual heel, it's a wedge. And honey, if you wear a wedge, it's kind of like wearing a sneaker, okay? It's not really gonna put much pressure because there's no heel. So this would be really cute to wear is as an alternative if you don't want to do the traditional cowboy boot. And I love these. They do come in multiple colors. Let me give you a close-up. I love the hardware buttons right here. Let me show you the toe on these. Again, these are wedges, so they're gonna be much more comfortable than having, you know, the cowboy boot with the little heel. Oh, let me drop on it. Or like the stiletto heel. A wedge boot is always gonna be a better alternative if you're looking for comfort. And then at the top here, you see how it has the little buckles? I thought that was super cute. And then these are also wide calf friendly. You see right here, this is an elastic piece. So if you don't have a wide calf, you're perfectly fine. Your leg is gonna go right in, they're gonna look great. But if you do have a wide calf and you need that extra space, you are able to stretch it out where it's gonna form fit, but it's not gonna like cut your circulation off. It's still gonna keep the shape of the boot. So that's something to think about if you don't wanna go the thigh high route because you're scared that it's gonna be rubbing, because honey, that's the last thing we need. We don't need you at the concert where your thighs are rubbing against the boot and it's chafing and it's hurting. I do not want you in pain, honey. I want you to serve a look, of course, but I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be able to dance and be free. So make sure that you like dance proof your boots. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure you walk around in them, test them out. And if you feel like the thigh highs are doing a little bit too much friction, then your alternative would be to get you a good pair of like shark style boots, like I said, like the Da Vinci ones that are wider, okay? And they're definitely wide calf friendly, and they have that elastic on the inside. That is going to save the day. Now the last pair of boots I want to show you are like an ode to Renaissance. When I think about the metallic and the sequins that we did in that era, that's what came to mind when I saw these boots. Yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. These are definitely a crossover episode between Renaissance and Cowboy Carter, and I am here for it. First off, you get the traditional style of the cowboy boot at the top here. You see that? You get that. And then at the bottom, you get comfort because these are a wedge, okay? But then when you get into it, you got the extra layer material here. Oh my gosh, look how they're hitting the light. Remember y'all, think about your content, think about your videos, think about your pictures. These will most definitely make a statement. And if you're doing like an all black look, maybe not even all black pleather, you know, you could do like a pair of black jean shorts, you know, hike them up a little bit, maybe a pair of high waist jean black hot pants. You can cut them yourself. Do like a cute white top and a black cowboy hat like this, and then boom, throw these on and call it a day. Sometimes it takes minimal effort, less is more, and just have that one pop statement piece be the talk of the outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like these are conversation starters. When you walk in, these are gonna steal the show. So I absolutely love them. I love how they hit the light. I don't know if you can see on camera, but they're like really glistening. Oh, these are just so cute. They remind me of Renaissance. Oh, take me back, take me back. So again, y'all, I would definitely recommend these if you are going for a shorter boot. You don't want something too short, but you also don't want a thigh high, and you want comfort because these are a wedge, all right? Oh, they're not a wedge. Oh, I thought they were a wedge. Huh, they're not. They got a little bit of a heel. Look at that. But even still, y'all, this is not gonna be much of a problem here. This is a very, very tiny, tiny heel. So I would still rate these a 8 for comfort, all right? And only say 8 and not 10 because it still has a pointy toe. And if you know, you know. For a wide foot baddie like me, I'm gonna have to stretch them out. But I absolutely love these. Definitely making a statement. And I love how, you know, if you have something silver like a silver bell or a silver hardware in your hat, something silver on your bag, this will definitely bring it all together with a silver boot. Yes, ma'am. Okay, girlfriend, so that wraps up my Cowboy Carter Inspo part 1. Remember, this is definitely gonna be a mini series because I just have so many things I want to show you. I want to make some more style boards for Inspo. I also want to order some more things, but because, you know, the first show is coming up pretty fast, I didn't have much time to put everything together. That's why I had like a lot of boots and not as many clothing items to show you, but no worries, I will be back for more, okay? Especially if you have a show that's later on this summer. Stay tuned because we are going to be talking all things Cowboy Carter. I hope that you enjoyed the concert if you're going to LA like me. And if you see me, make sure you say hi, girl. I'll be going on that Monday, which is the first show, April 28th. And then after that, I think she has 3 other shows in LA. So if you don't see me at the concert, but you're in LA, maybe you'll see me out to dinner somewhere, honey. Either way, make sure you speak. And then if you're seeing this later on when it's already happened, that's okay. But just make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend who is going to the Cowboy Carter show. If you need some inspo, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you're following me over on Instagram too because I'll be posting some reels for some short form content inspo over there. So thank you so much for joining. To all my Beehive girlies, or if you're not in the hive but you just love Beyonce, I see you, honey. I see you. We're right here. I love her too. I hope that you have a fabulous time. Even if you're not going to the concert, because I totally understand, honey, trying to get them tickets was like Hunger Games. It was crazy. I hope that you're gonna enjoy all the Cowboy Carter content that's coming. It's gonna be all over TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. So even if you're not gonna be physically at the concert, you're gonna be able to live vicariously through everyone else because you know I'll be recording as much as I can and people are gonna record and post all over social media. So anyways, thank you all so much for joining. I love y'all. Thank you for your support. And also remember to shop everything in this vlog. You can scan the QR code. It'll take you straight to my LTK product set that has everything plus more inspo that I'm gonna throw in there for y'all. And keep checking back to see what else I'm adding because remember, this is gonna be a series. And if you're watching this and you can't scan the QR code, just remember to scroll on down. All the links to everything, even my vlogging equipment, it is always linked at the bottom of every single vlog, okay? I love y'all. Until next time, bye.